Me. Check, 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 check. We're live, baby. Yeah. Let me put my phone on silent so I can be a true professional here. I'm going to do a quick Instagram story. Oops. There we go. I'm letting everybody know on Instagram that we're live. So we're live right now, YouTube, Adam Ivy. Just go to channelfamily.com. You'll find me. If you're watching this, you should be subscribed to my YouTube channel anyway. So come join us. Again, we're live, cameras. Got Danny. Come join us. Making of the behind the scenes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Live stream, chat room's already filling up. Danny's over here in the chat room right now. Round of applause for Danny. Hey, Danny, can you grab this real quick? I don't need this. Cool. What we're doing today, and first and foremost, let me know if you can hear me this time in the chat room. Last time I was on mute for 1 minute and 43 seconds, thanks to a clever commenter that let me know. But I edited that, and anyway, the video's up on my YouTube channel. So what's up?
You're muted, I believe.
Am I muted?
I don't know. I'm not hearing you.
Really?
I'm not.
If you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat room right now.
They said they can hear you.
Okay.
I just can't hear for some reason.
Your audio is probably going into the monitor, into that screen. You got to change your preferences.
Yep.
Was that it?
No, probably it's more screen.
Well, if you can hear me, that's all that matters, because Danny's right here. He can hear me live. Want to say what's going on to every single person in the chat right now. Too many to even shout out individually, but I mean, and a lot of great nicknames in here. We got Prince Sam, we got Daydreamer, we got D Battle Music, Tato, Amida, Andre, CB Mac, we got Damon, we got Rocchio, Jeremy, Bungalow Bill, Wesley Sale. Hey, you guys are awesome, and I'm wearing socks. So if you, Danny was ripping on me earlier, I'm like, I'm at home. This is my home studio, so I don't want to clunk and clank around with having shoes on. You guys can hear that. So I'm just in socks right now, and I hope you guys can appreciate that. Working from home, it definitely has its perks. I was going to have the dogs in here, but they'd probably rip a cable out of something. What we're going to do is we're going to be answering any questions that you guys might have about the Sell Music Masterclass. We're not going to be answering questions about publishing or distribution or how to set up an LLC, even though I know I get those questions a lot. The DMs reflect that, the emails reflect that, and if you've sent me an email or a DM recently, thank you. I've been getting back to everybody. I've been staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning. I have been infuriating Danny and my fiance and Ricky and even myself when it comes to how many questions I'm trying to answer, how many people I'm trying to get back to. It's a very go time right now with open enrollment. And if anybody is on the fence with the Sell Music Masterclass, I get it. You have questions. That's what I'm here for, making myself available to you right now. There's less than 40 seats available, 38 seats as of just checking my computer on the other side of the room right before we went live here. So tomorrow, Danny and I are going on a supercar rally for the first half of the day. So I won't be on my emails and my DMs and even on YouTube as much as I usually am. So I thought, you know what? Let's do another live stream just to answer any last minute questions, because heaven forbid you guys have a question, you have something that you want to be addressed, and I'm freaking driving my car around somewhere. I want to be able to be there for you guys while still balancing my own life and being able to kind of step away from the screen sometimes, like I'm trying to teach you guys how to do as well. Anyway, guys, so many people in here. Wow, you guys are already asking a million different questions. What I did is I asked you guys over on Instagram, hey, ask me questions. And also, I've been getting a ton of DMs and emails this week. So Danny is over doing his wizardry off screen. He's controlling this thing. So it's not mental telepathy, I promise. And for those of you who want to enroll in the Sell Music Masterclass, now is the best time. Just go to sellmusic.com. The link is in the description box of this video. No pressure. If it's going to put you in a bad position, if you're not sure that you want to do music as a career, this might not be for you. But for those that do want guidance, that do want a proven system, that are going to take you to the next level, get that momentum and that progress that you've been looking for into 2021, now is the best time. And shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now that is a new student. Thank you. We've been already talking quite a bit in the mastermind group over on Facebook. So just going to wait a couple more minutes. I'm going to check on Instagram. I know Danny, I gave him access, so he's been checking the questions. You got some ready? Okay, I'm not even going to. You have the temporary. He has my iPad over there, so he's going through the Instagram on my iPad and able to see the different questions and stuff. But what he's doing is he's putting them up on his screen, kind of a Google Doc style, and then he'll bring them up over here. He'll ask me, last time you guys said that you could hear them just fine, so then I will answer any questions. If you have any questions about what the program has in as far as context, right, content, let me know. If you are in a specific situation, a specific country, a certain age, you've been doing this type of music, like whatever you have to ask, I'm an open book. Ask away. Please be respectful to others in the chat. If I don't answer you right away, don't copy and paste over and over and over again. Just please don't do that, right? Be polite and respectful to others. So if you have questions lined up, let's shoot them up on the big screen so you guys can see them. I'm going to put my phone on silent so I'm not distracted like I can easily be silent. And I'm going to throw my phone over here. Okay. Now it's broken. I'm just kidding. I'm just looking for a reason to buy the new iPhone, man.
iPhone 12, let me throw mine.
Yeah. You're not getting a phone. Well, no, I might get you a new phone.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. First question we've got from Shane Van Dijk. Hope I got that right. What's the difference between this year and last year? Should I sign up again?
Oh, okay. So, Shane, if you're already part of the Sell Music Masterclass, we evolve. I'm sorry you didn't know that to begin with, but if you're part of the Sell Music Masterclass from 2018, 2019, or even in April of this year, I know a lot of people weren't able to actually enroll because looming, thoughts and questions and fear. What's going to go on with this pandemic? What's going to go on with this stuff at work? What's going to go on with my family and my kids? And I get it. That's the only reason that I opened this back up, because I was sick of answering emails saying like, hey, Adam, when are you opening it back up? Hey, Adam, hey, Adam. I have a little screen over here. I can kind of see it. So Shane, if you're part of the Sell Music Masterclass, whether it was the one-time installment or the one-time investment or the multiple installments, you still have access to all the new content. We evolve it. I go through every few months and add new things and make revisions because, let's face it, platforms change the way they look. And I have to stay on top of that. That's my job. That's my investment into you guys to make sure that you can have a continued learning experience. So if you're already part of the Sell Music Masterclass, jump in. If you have any problems logging in, Shane, just hit the support is very quick to get back to you. So just let us know and we'll make sure to get you a new password or whatever we need to do to get you back into the program. Next question, Danny.
Question, here we go. This is from, let's get this out of here. Tati P.
Okay.
I'm stationed somewhere. How much does the Masterclass program cost?
Sure.
And is there any way to work around payments for people with no to lower income?
Yeah, so Tati, question that I get a million times. I mean, it's something that obviously everybody would want to know. How much is the investment? How much? This is going to sound really cheesy, but in my years of business and my years of doing music and marketing, the word cost is what I would associate with like buying a new pair of shoes, buying a watch, buying something, right? A pizza. This is an investment because not only are you going to have the program for months and years and, have the support as well, but it's an investment into yourself because if you learn something, let's say in the next 6 months that you can apply the rest of your life, in my opinion, that's not a cost. So there's a little bit of buffering here. Going to make sure that we're
It's running fine into.
okay. It's running okay. It says it's buffering. So anyway, the cost is a one-time investment of $697, or you could do 10 monthly installments of $97 a month. For those of you who might be wondering why the installments are slightly higher than the one-time investment, it's because payment processing fees on top of payment recovery services that we go through if you don't pay your bills, you go through a payment recovery. So if you're not 100% certain that you want to be in the program, don't do it. If it's going to put you in a bad position where you think you could pay for a couple months and then you're not sure, this isn't like a gym membership. This isn't a subscription. This isn't a membership site. You're breaking down the overall cost into something that you're going to have for years to come, and that's why the installment plan is set up that way. Obviously, 10 installments is 10 payment processing fees. It costs us significantly more, and believe it or not, the $697 to the 10 installments, it's not that much different as far as the overall income coming in from the installments. So hopefully that answers your question, Tati. Thank you for asking.
This is the Facebook question.
Oh, from Facebook.
From Facebook, so it's not going to look the same.
No problem. Yeah, so side note, if you're just joining us, Danny is bringing in questions from Facebook, Instagram, and email. I was going to say Twitter, but we're not logged into Twitter on that iPad. From those platforms. And so if they look a little bit different, it's because he's pulling them from different sources.
Not letting me post it for whatever reason, but how long is the Sell Music Masterclass?
Okay, so how long is the Sell Music Masterclass? The Sell Music Masterclass doesn't have any official end date. If those of you who are watching right now have been part of the Sell Music Masterclass back in 2018 or 2019, you know that I've provided more value. I've added more modules. I've added more updates into the program, including worksheets, live streams, all of that good stuff. You don't lose access. And a lot of people in the industry say that I'm crazy. They think that I'm a moron for doing this. They're like, you need to have a hard stop and then you have to sell them something else. No, I'm providing value, and this is going to lead to my legacy. So if you join today, in 2 years from now, let's say that Facebook or Instagram or YouTube's not a thing anymore, the course will be evolved into whatever's working at that time. So rest assured that you're not going to get kicked out after 8 or 10 weeks like other programs that are floating around.
Cool. Yeah, it looks like we might be having some streaming issues for some people.
Okay.
Looks good here on my end, but it depends on bandwidth and all that on yours. Got another question here.
Yeah.
Adam Rigby, will we be able to check in with you and your team for advice even after the masterclass ends?
Okay, so what is his name?
Adam Rigby.
Adam, thank you for the question. Will you guys be able to check in with myself, my team, after the class ends? So first and foremost, because of the last question, there is no end date, right? So you don't have to worry about coming to me 3 months from now and me saying like, nope, you're not in it anymore. You're a student. You're alumni. You're an alumni. So the great thing about that is that you can always reach out to us in the messages. We have a continued conversation going all the time in the private mastermind group. And we do have a support email for the team that if you send us an email, as long as it's not daily dissertations about your life story and deep technical issues that you probably should consult with a lawyer on, I say that because that's happened before, we have no problem just hitting you back and giving you basic guidance and questions. Or answers, rather. We're not going to give you questions, I promise, unless we're trying to figure out more about your situation. But yeah, absolutely. We don't turn our back on anyone. You invest in us, we invest in you.
Cool.
Next question, Danny.
We're running through these. Got some good ones. So Daydreamer, does the program address how to get management/representation? Thank you again for this forum.
What's his name?
Daydreamer.
Daydreamer asks if the program addresses getting management or representation. It does not. Because what the program is doing is it's going to replace you having to go and look for somebody else to do it for you, right? Most times we look for management. Most times we look for representation way too early on in our career. And then guess what happens? We find some bottom of the barrel bozo who says that they're going to be our manager just because they have artist management in their IG profile. Then they don't do anything for us. Maybe we'll book a show ourselves and then all of a sudden they get 20%. Don't think so. Empowering yourself with the knowledge to do this on your own is why I do this to begin with. There's so many shady promo companies, shady management teams. Let's look at this: the management, the representation, right? There's so many other people that are floating around. But if any of you are actually in the music industry, you know that management won't even look at you unless you have like an incredible talent and a buzz that's already built. Any good manager is going to take 10 to 20%. Typically 20, what I'm seeing more and more of, but 10 to 20% of everything you're doing for the most part. And if you're not making any money, then they're not going to babysit you for free. So I'm empowering you to do the work yourself. Once you build a buzz, trust me, the offers come in. Go ahead.
All right. Here.
I feel like we should have some music. Danny, bring out the ukulele. I'm just kidding. We don't have it up here. We have a bass guitar. It's not tuned, though.
I can't play bass.
No, I can't either.
I can play the Mission Impossible theme over and over again, just the beginning.
That would work.
Just the first riff.
What if you could do me a favor, Danny?
Yeah.
If you can load up the next question, ask it, And then this is just between Danny and I. If you could shut all the shut down Firefox off my main computer, because I think that's pulling some bandwidth. I don't want you guys to have a glitchy experience. What do we got?
We got Frastix. At this moment, I cannot afford the class. Do you think you will make another one? If so, will it be the same price?
Frastix, shout out to you. Sweet profile photo. Asking if I will have another class, if it'll be the same price. The question is, hey, Adam, I can't afford it right now. When will this open up again? Will it open up again? Do you have something else for me? We have over 150 free YouTube videos for Frastix. Go and utilize the hell out of those. You know my favorite quote in the world, use what you have until what you have pays for what you want. All of my YouTube content will easily help you start growing. It works. That's why I put it out there. It works. That's why I put in the effort. It works. So use the YouTube content for free. I don't have any other pricing structure. The Sell Music Masterclass is incredibly undervalued at $697, and then the payment plan that we discussed just a few minutes ago. And you can get all of that information in that link underneath this video right now, or just go to sellmusic.com. If you go to YouTube, you're going to see a bunch of videos recently where I did live Q&As answering other questions. And if you go to Instagram, my main profile link is going to take you to where you can find all the information that you would ever need about the program, from like a pricing and what it all includes and if it's right for you and that type of thing. But I will be coming back out with the Sell Music Masterclass sometime next year, but it doesn't look like we're going to actually re-release it until maybe 4th of July or somewhere around there, because this is the first year ever that I've launched it twice, and it's only because of the pandemic. So I'm definitely going to give it a nice span in between this class and the next, because I don't want anybody to feel like I'm not giving them attention. Don't want anybody to feel like I just kind of abandoned them. That's not my thing. And yeah, so eventually it'll open up again, but this isn't something that is an evergreen, go sign up whenever you want type of thing. There's only a set amount of seats. Like I said in the beginning of this live stream, right now, as of 5 or 10 minutes before the stream started, 38 spots left. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of how it is. The only way that would change is if my payment processor lets me know that there's like been a fraudulent charge or something, and then we add that seat back to the mix. But as of right now, we've only had one, so thank you, Jesus. Only had one. Last time we had like 7 in the first few days. So guys, if you're not ready to jump in right now, don't feel pressured. I'm not going to try to pressure you into feeling like your life's going to fall apart if you don't join the Sell Music Masterclass. But will your life get better with us? I think so, but I'm very biased because I see the transformations every single time. So just calculate your risk, make an educated decision, and if you're really ready to jump in, this program's going to help you without question. Because you could fill up a load of books in a bookshelf. If you don't open them, you can't really enjoy or use the content. So just keep that in mind as well. If you're a very lazy person and you think that signing up is just going to magically deliver you to Quincy Jones' doorstep, doesn't work like that. However, it'll get you there a whole lot faster.
Got another one from Facebook here.
Ooh, Mark Zuckerberg asked me a question.
Mark Zuckerberg. It does not like the questions.
Oh, that's weird. So yeah, Danny's trying to copy and paste over from Facebook. It's not working. It's okay.
So the question is, how long does it take for the other modules to be available?
Sure.
So people are asking.
Okay, so first and foremost, there's 2 reasons that the modules are locked when you come into the program. First and foremost, we tried it one time in 2019 where people would enroll and they'd have access to all the modules day one. It was a complete shit show. It sucked. It was horrible because people didn't go through the modules that they needed to go through, and instead they jumped to whatever was sexy for them at the moment. This is a system, no different than a college course. I've dropped out of college, but I did take a few college courses, and the way that it worked the best and the way that I mimicked the Sell Music Masterclass was based off that. So step 1, you log in, you get access to those free bonuses worth $2,639, I think. And it's the 7-step music selling cycle, the Spotify launch blueprint, module 1 of the official curriculum, then module 2. That is a lot of curriculum to go through. And then what we're going to do starting on the 27th, every Tuesday, we unlock new modules. Some modules are incredibly intense, multiple part videos, a lot to go through. So I don't want you guys to rush. So I just give you that one module. The next week might be 2 or 3 modules unlocked. It's a very systematic process. If you want to come in, have access to everything, and then just bounce or not ever go back into it, that's why I do it the way I do it. So it's worked very, very well. The majority of the success stories that you hear from students are from the sequential release. And all of the modules will be available to you in the weeks to come. Now, there's over 20 modules total in the program, including the free bonuses, which technically aren't like numbered modules, but it's going to take about two months to get access to all of it. So if you're the type that wants to log in, doesn't care about the class, doesn't care about joining along, doesn't care about asking questions, you just want your access to everything day one and try to run through it in a weekend, you're not who I want in the program to begin with. I want people that are here to learn. I want people that are here to ask questions and have communication with other people in the group, therefore to network and really build a real community around the curriculum that we're teaching. I want you guys to apply what you're learning, not just, it's like watching fucking YouTube videos. You watch a bunch of YouTube videos, you don't do anything with it, and you say, oh, that strategy doesn't work. No, you just are a clown. You're trying to go through it and you're not applying it. So I don't want any clowns in the Sell Music Masterclass. I already get enough of those in some of my YouTube videos. Just kidding. Love you guys if you're the clown. But anyway, the Sell Music Masterclass, there's a reason that there's only going to be 300 people per class. A, if it's any more than that, I would imagine it would get really, really annoying. And then B, I want people that are serious about this stuff. I don't want you, in fact, last time I remember the guy's name. I got really upset with somebody who came in. There was somebody else that wanted to enroll. I said, sorry, this guy got the last seat. And then this guy, like a few days later, tried to come at me saying like, oh, this is the same stuff that you have on YouTube. I go and look and he literally completed 3% of the curriculum. I'm like, dude, you logged in one time. You're just trying to get a refund. Gave him his money back, let the other guy in, but it really pissed me off because I don't want anybody taking a seat that's not serious about this stuff. My success comes from your success stories. So I need you guys to do something with this. And that's why I take it so personal when people are talking shit about it.
Got another question here.
Let's do it. Can we paste it this time?
See if it works.
There we go. Oh, that guy's like a
It's like a
forged in fire.
Yeah.
He makes knives and swords and shit.
Ashley Smith says, Adam.
Sorry, Ashley.
I'm not sure.
Well, Ashley could be a guy.
Could
I've
be.
met guys
Sure,
named Ashley.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat.
Yeah. Or a gender fluid individual. I'm not judgmental.
So if we want us to say it properly.
Yeah.
They ask, Adam, would this masterclass still be beneficial for musicians who have only just started posting on social media?
Ashley, I'll be real with you. Depends how serious you are about your music career and what you want to do with it. Can you get a lot of value from my free YouTube content before you would ever enroll in anything that I have to offer beyond the free stuff? Yeah, 100%. If you've been doing music for a long time and you want to really rapidly do things the right way on social media, then this program would certainly benefit you. However, if you're on the fence, and I was going to say man, but I don't know if Ashley, if you're on the fence, Ashley, I really want you just to think about what you want to do in life. Is it music as a hobby? Is it music as some supplemental income? Do you just want to enjoy it with your friends and family? The program is for those who really want to take it seriously, put in the time and effort on social media and email marketing, understanding copywriting, understanding all that, because you're going to be able to build your brand with this. One thing I look at time and time again is people that have been doing it for years. They come into the program, then they have to go back and fix years of mistakes. So my gut is telling me that this would be a really good time, but I also don't want you to think I'm preying on you as a beginner. So just keep in mind, either way, you're going to find benefit in the free YouTube stuff. But if you do want the more advanced, complete package with a community that's going to give you valuable feedback, I think the program would be beneficial for you.
Ashley is a he, by the way.
Oh, Ashley. Shout out to Ashley. Making knives, swords.
So I got a question that is a little bit off of what we normally talk about within these question
Yeah.
for the Sell Music Masterclass, but I think it's something to address.
Okay, what do we got?
Bryant says he's the guy. Here we go. Let me post this here. Brian Warren says, I'm the guy who listened to a bunch of YouTube videos, then paid for the course and never used it.
Yeah.
Wanted him to know that he could still jump back in there. Like,
Oh,
it's
Bryant.
not
So
too
Bryant.
late.
So side note, I want to take this time, Bryant, you're watching this. In one of my live streams, probably well over a year ago, I kept referring to Bryant as Brian. And I felt bad to this day. We've had some conversations in the DMs. We've had some heart-to-hearts. But Bryant, I acknowledge you. I think you have a lot of potential. You just need to jump back into the curriculum. And again, I'm addressing that because before someone asked when the program ended. Bryant, you still have access. So jump back in. We'd love to hear you in the community. You were very active at one point. You were very active in the live streams. But this is the great thing. If you fall off forever for whatever reason, some people are on a soul searching. Some people get pulled away from traveling for work. You could come back into the program. Bryant, we'd love to see you back into the program. Don't feel bad for not utilizing it up to this point because you have even more valuable content now than you did before because I've been upgrading it, man. and I look forward to talking to you soon.
Very nice. Also, at Den's in the chat. Big shout
At
out to
Den. Oh, dude, first time? At Den? I think it's time for some fog. At Den's in the chat room! Oh! Shout out to At Den. Brand new video. Bum, 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 bum.
I didn't set up the horn.
That was me. That was my voice. I know you might have thought it was a real sound effect. At Den, in the chat room, we did a student spotlight video with At Den a week or two ago, and I just posted it live today. Super inspiring story. At Den was averaging $100 to $200 a month selling beats online. Kind of feeling a little lost. I don't want to make him feel like he was a complete basket case or anything. We connected, started working together, and now he's doing very well. In fact, we shared a story. Go check it out on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to spoil it for everybody, but At Den, you've been killing it. His real name's Trevor, because we all have a producer name, I guess. I'm Adam. I'm still Adam Ivy. That's on my license. Yeah. Danny is Chico over on Instagram. Feel free to follow Danny on Instagram. This is Chico. That's his hand. Do not put it up on the screen.
I'm not.
Okay. Just fucking with you, man. You can if you want. He starts typing. He's like, ooh. But no, At Den has been killing it. And yeah, he's the only student spotlight video that has now got the fog machine. You know who else we need a fog? We need a fog for Julian, dog. Let's hit it. Bam, 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 bam! Killing it! Oh, dude, let go of the button.
Got stuck.
Oh. Shout out to Julian. He's been killing it.
Killing you.
I wish I was joking. I wish I was just like.
It's a lot of cancer right there.
Yeah. Don't. Let's not joke about that. Ooh, I'm lightheaded. Anyway, if you want to be the next student success story and you get fogged, if that's something, go to sellmusic.com. Link is in the description box below. We'd love to see you over there. Trevor, aka At Den, Julian, even Bryant. Even though he's not been utilizing the content, I think Bryant would tell you that it's a lot of valuable content. I'm very confident of that.
So we've got another question.
Oh, what do we got?
Tati P, she asked a question earlier, but other than self-marketing, if our music is lacking certain elements, will you give us feedback and suggestions on where or who to link up with to make our music higher quality? This is a great time to talk about the group aspect of it, because there's a group in there where you have certain threads where you can communicate with others, get that feedback, promote yourself.
Sounds like you're trying to sell the damn course over here, Danny. You need to shut the hell up. So Tati asks if there's going to be support, maybe some feedback and stuff when it comes to music itself. Yes, but just not from me. We'll see you next time. I'm just kidding. I always want to end a video like that, but I'm too much of a smartass sometimes. Tati, there's over 1,000 people in the mastermind group, the private group that we have as a community over on Facebook. Now I want to share a story with you right now. So Julian, who I was just referencing a second ago, linked up with another one of my students, John Moore from Miami, Ohio, not Miami, Florida. And just recently, yesterday, in fact, John was written about in his local newspaper for his work with Julian. John is a composer. He makes beautiful music. In fact, if you're on YouTube right now, go check out John Moore Music. He's a white guy just like me, just sitting there with a nice little profile photo, I believe. He makes awesome music though, right? So John Moore working with Julian. We have a lot of different, such as Raina working with Josh. We have other students that work together. I could sit here and kind of piece together who's worked with who, because I really like to keep my finger on that. But that's the thing I love about it. Whether it be a producer linking up with a songwriter, whether it be a mix engineer linking up with a producer, and they kind of become real close there with projects. The Sell Music Masterclass and the Mastermind group within it is a tight-knit group. I mean, you're seeing people with comments from the group popping in. They want to be part of the chat because it's a great community of like-minded people. It's a positive, safe space. I say it all the time. I'm like, I could be a smartass, but I typically am not a smartass in that group because people don't need that. They need honest feedback. They need constructive criticism and support. Because I grew up in a family that supported what I was doing with the music. I mean, at least moral support. They never paid me anything, or contributed any money financially. But the thing is, they don't understand what we do. They don't understand what a music career looks like. They don't understand what it looks like on the business side or the marketing side of things. They see us strumming a guitar or sitting and staring at a laptop for 6 hours at a time, wearing headphones and going like, well, that snare's off. I'm going to add a little bit of a swing to it. I'm going to change the timing. I'm going to take it off, quantization. I'm going to take it off quantized. But anyway, guys, I don't even remember the question now. That fog really messed me up. Okay. Did I already answer this? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Totally kidding. No, your music is going to get better through the feedback from people at all different stages in their career. You know, we have people that have millions of subscribers on YouTube in the group or in the class. We have people that are just getting started. So it's a great catacomb of different people at different stages, and the love and respect that's in that group. If you're in the group right now, definitely let people know in the chat room. Let's see what else do we got, man? Yeah.
Syntax. Adam Ivy, I don't know anything about your course. 0. What is this for? Would it help someone who has experience with socials?
Sure. So syntax. Okay. Asks, no clue what the program is. Somehow stumbled upon this video, and I appreciate you being here. If you have some experience with social media, what else do you have experience in? That's what I would ask, because social media alone doesn't build a career. Social media will build some social profiles. Maybe you'll get some people over to a link if you have a real nice call to action. But my issue is a lot, and this is something that I see and we see all the time. I have a shit ton of people in my DMs that have a blue check mark, and they know nothing about growing on Instagram. They have no audience engagement whatsoever. And so, and I would argue those people, from an outsider perspective, they know a lot about social media because they're verified, right? They're big swinging dick in the community. Sorry if that offended you, but shop talk, right? The thing is, social media alone builds into the ecosystem, but how are you going to get them from social media to an email list? And then how are you going to be able to reach out to them and really engage with them through proper copywriting, having the different content that'll then feed back into your music to have a successful release at an upcoming single, for example. Or if you're a producer, how does that equate to monetization, working with artists, getting credits on songs, getting sync licensing opportunities? All of that is in the social, not the social, but the Sell Music Masterclass. It's a complete system, right? Over 20 modules, like I keep saying. It would definitely be beneficial, but syntax, if you're not familiar with any of my content, I would just go watch the free YouTube stuff. Don't even bother signing up for the program. Just go watch the free YouTube stuff. I'd like for you to be familiar with me. Use what I'm giving you for free. See if you like it. See if it works for you. See if you have the work ethic or the aligned mindset with me. I'm not questioning your work ethic to do my style of teaching. And if you align with that, awesome. Maybe I'll see you in a program in the future. If I'm really annoying to you, then obviously we can part ways and no harm, no foul. So syntax, get familiar with like the 150 plus free videos on YouTube. Go to sellmusic.com, learn about the program. It's only open for like another 18 hours, if that. I mean, there's 38 seats left as of 45 minutes ago. So after this hashtag video indigestion makes its appearance, after this call or this live stream, whatever you want to call it, I'll go in and see if any of you guys enrolled. And if you do, awesome. If not, you have till midnight tomorrow. So I just wanted to, make sure to get on here and answer as many questions as I could about the program, because I know there's a lot of people on the fence. I know that there's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of people that are DIY bedroom guys, failed musicians, trying to tell you about social media marketing, trying to tell you about music marketing, and pushing a bunch of Facebook ads to you when in reality they're a failed musician who has never found any success in what they're doing anyway. So I have 10 years corporate marketing experience. I've made millions of dollars for Fortune 1000, Fortune 500 companies, as well as a lot of solopreneurs, small businesses such as dentist office, orthodontic offices, the veterinarian's offices, for example. And you found me because of marketing. So if you're looking for somebody to teach you marketing, teach you promotion, brand development, artist development, that's what we're here for. What do we got? That was a long-winded answer.
That's a good one, though.
Thanks.
Jeremy Bertrand. So can your course help a long-time playing Southern rocker, aka all styles of music?
Hell yeah. Jeremy Bertrand. I can't quite see that. I'm like at a weird angle because I want you guys to have the TV in focus. Can this course help a long-term Southern rocker? One of my students and good friends, Russell Mefford, he'll be okay with me saying his last name. He's in a band called the Fiddleworms out of Florence, Alabama. He's got a tremendous amount, I'm going to sound like Donald Trump, tremendous amount. There's a lot of people in my course, a lot of great people. I'm not going to do that to you, sorry. That's a horrible, on a 1 to 10, how bad was that? But Russell is in like a Southern rock band called the Fiddleworms out of Florence, Alabama. Recently joined the program, well, I guess recently, April-ish. And he's, I mean, like I said, I've known Russell for a while, but he's hit me up and he's in his 50s. He's like, dude, he's, hey man, that's how he talks, man. Dude, this information is unbelievable. Because he came from a time where you would go do a shitload of shows until the A&R or the talent scouts would find you, and then you'd start, opening up for bigger acts, and that's how it worked. But shout out to Jimmy Nutt, by the way. Jimmy Nutt, Grammy Award-winning producer and engineer out of Florence, Alabama. Met him one time. Just I couldn't pick his brain enough, but Russell introduced me to him. So shout out to Jimmy Nutt. This definitely can help you. Sorry if that was a long-winded answer. This could definitely help you, especially if you're unfamiliar with how to get that attention and build the brand online. This is going to be a game changer for you.
Definitely. Got another one from Syntax.
Yeah.
He said, wait, so I don't have good connection all the time. Is there Zoom calls or videos posted? Just wondering. Okay,
Syntax, if you have a horrible internet connection, the vast majority of the curriculum is videos, right? The videos, and then there's companion worksheets with those videos. In fact, I totally forgot to do that video earlier today. I was going to show all the worksheets and everything.
Yeah.
The printer ran out of ink. I think I have another printer ink in the... It doesn't matter. Why am I telling you guys this? If you have horrible internet connection, I would just recommend trying to find better Wi-Fi, because there are live Zoom calls, or not Zoom calls, but live streams in the private mastermind. The curriculum is video-based, because in 2020, who wants to read blog article after blog article? I might as well just write a book at that time. And you guys know that I love video. So I'm going to do what I'm comfortable with, and that's teach you through the medium of video like you're watching right now. So Syntax, if you have god-awful internet connection, I wish I had some discount code for better internet or something. All jokes aside, there is a media element no different than you watching this video right now. So I would want you to be able to access it. And if you think that's going to be a concern, then just use your best judgment on that.
Cool. Got another one here.
Just a reminder, guys. I'm not wearing shoes, just socks with little ankle socks.
All right, so Ron Mac 11, does the class provide almost exact copy suggestions or templates for email marketing, or even creating content or fan outreach?
Okay, so Ron Mac asks, you guys see the question, Danny just read it. There are templates when it comes to the email marketing as far as trying to get sponsorships, endorsement deals, the exact emails that I've used. I need you guys to go in when you're using those and make them your own. But I'm not going to be your voice. I'm going to teach you how to use your voice. I'm going to teach you the structuring on how to use your voice. But Ron, I'm not trying to be rude at all. I'm a little abrasive around the edges sometimes. I'm not going to give you something that you can then copy and paste to your audience, and all the other students do the same thing. All of a sudden, they're using similar hashtags, and then people are wondering, why are these 5 people using the exact same captions? I don't teach communication when it comes to the actual what to say with the photo, but we talk about the psychology behind marketing. We talk about how content creation paired with good copywriting is going to make the differentiating factor between engagement and crickets. So, in a roundabout way, back to your question, I don't tell you exactly what to post. I don't do the Photoshop for you. I don't edit videos for you. I'm not going to go in and voice over a tutorial video that you shoot. Not trying to be too sarcastic, but I'm teaching you how to do it yourself. I'm teaching you how to refine your voice, dial it in, understand how to deliver a message through whatever vehicle you choose, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest for that matter, and get heard. That's what I'm here for. So I hope that wasn't offensive, and I hope that resonated with you.
All right, so here's a good one. Similar to a question that was asked before,
okay.
In a different way, but self-suffice, is this course pre-recorded or live in Some Music 2.0?
So self-suffice, this video is live. We have live elements within the group. We do live calls, live streams within the private mastermind group, but the videos are pre-recorded. However, every few months I go through, I make my guys watch them with me. It's kind of like popcorn and movie day. We go through and we watch the tutorials. We go through and we watch the strategies, the tactics. We watch the screenshots, the walkthroughs, and say, okay, that needs to be refined. Okay, that needs to be taken out. This should be added. What can we add to the worksheet, for example? And we go about it that way. Doing it all live requires you to have time and stop what you're doing to join me. I want it to be available to you right away. So it's either you're live on a live call or you're watching a replay. But if you have something that's pre-recorded and scripted and outlined, you're going to have a much more succinct message. You're not going to have a whole lot of fluff. Me, showing you my socks. So it's pre-recorded with worksheets and a live element for those who want to join me and have that human interaction. And I love doing that type of stuff. Hopefully that answered your question.
I think people think that it's a lot like the webinars that people hold.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think they're missing I think we mention it a lot, but this is an actual online course.
Yeah.
This is a college level style online course. Not just a webinar where we all hang out, we'll teach something for an hour.
Yeah.
Those are valuable.
Yeah.
But
Well,
this
we
is
do
an
that in the
actual
live
course.
streams. We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the live streams will go over different content curriculum or module curriculum, rather, answer your questions live. We go through and explain a little bit deeper if somebody has a question about a certain element of a module. We go through those week to week to where we might cover last week's and this week's module in this live stream, then the next 2 weeks on a live stream, and go about it that way to answer questions. But more so just to give you, from me to you live, how to go through it, how to go about it, why you to look at it that way. But the module videos are incredibly detailed. It took me 2 years to build this entire course, like first iteration, and then like I say, I go through and revise it. So 2 years before you guys ever even knew about it, I started this in 2015, technically released for the first time ever in 2018. All the curriculum is up to date. Yeah, I mean, so when it comes to that type of stuff, this is a college level course in marketing. In fact, several of my students have gone to college, whether it be for marketing, whether it be for music production. Have a whole lot of like Full Sail and Berkeley students in here. This is what I'd be teaching if I had taken. Remember that guy who was asking me if I wanted to teach at like St. Petersburg College, Petersburg College a year or two ago. So it's like this stuff is colleges are interested in this stuff, guys, but I'm not doing that. I'm connected directly to you. I don't want to sit in a stuffy room with a bunch of neon or fluorescent lights like a day job. That's not my thing.
Awesome. So we got a question from Tyler Signorelli, and this is a good one.
That's a great name.
How is this course different from other similar courses that are pushed by different types of people?
That's a very generic question. So this course is the only course taught to you by somebody who's been producing music for 15 years and has 10 years corporate marketing experience. The majority of other courses online, especially in the music space, are from failed musicians, people that are just trying to get a handout by regurgitating a bunch of Gary Vee content. They're selling you single puzzle pieces, and this is the entire system. That's why I think it's incredibly undervalued at $697 or the installment plan. And I can't speak on other people's hustles, right? So there's other people out there that are selling courses, they're selling membership sites, they're selling webinars, they're selling ebooks, they're selling like free plus shipping books, and good, whatever. I'm the only guy that's had a course online for almost 3 years with no freaking negative reviews. And I'm not inviting people to do that, but you would think that with 200-something thousand subscribers, 60-something thousand followers on Instagram, and now over 1,000 students in the last 2 or 3 years, there would be a YouTube video just bashing me. There'd be people online just freaking ripping me to shreds, but I don't scam people. I take this shit very fucking seriously, and this is not anything that's taught on YouTube. It's not anything that's taught just by some guy figuring it out in his bedroom. I've been in the boardrooms. I've been on executive chairs when it comes to marketing. I've been a marketing director, marketing manager, media director, media coordinator, brand strategist, marketing strategist. I've done all these things for these large corporations where I have to figure out how to get 800,000 people to open an email about kitty litter. And I said, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to work with my music people and show them what I've done and what I've done with students that have given them success. So, sorry if I get a little bit passionate here, guys, but it really, the proof is in the pudding. Go ahead and sign up for all the other guys' programs, like I invite you to, because I'll see you afterwards. I'm not going to bash anybody else's publicly, but there's a whole lot of my students, and if you're in the chat right now and you're in my class, and you've also been a part of other ones, like feel free to give opinions on other people's stuff. But I take this very, very seriously, and this is high-grade stuff that works. It's no black hat marketing. It's no gray area marketing. It's no... this worked for one guy who ended up getting, there's a whole lot of luck marketing being taught out there from people that don't know how to replicate results. My program's predicated on repeatable results and predictable results. So, sorry, I really got into passionate mode. I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack right now. Anyway, that might be from the fog machine. Hopefully that answered your question. Don't do it.
Just a little bit.
I'm out of here. Just kidding.
All right. So we're getting close to our wrap up time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're just going to go for a few more minutes, guys. And side note, if you're in the chat right now, if you've been sending me super chats and all that good stuff, I never know how to do the currency calculation. One time somebody sent me like $1 million bot or something. I'm like, oh man, and it was like $13. Well, side note, thank you for that. It's still sitting somewhere on YouTube. I don't know how to access that. But you guys, yeah, so.
Let's do a little bit of rapid fire. Some
Let's
people
do it.
coming in have a few questions that we've answered already. Does this work for other genres? I guess they're saying other genres other than, I'm not sure what they're trying to classify, but other genres that are more niche.
Yeah.
So between, because you've worked with country artists, regular pop artists, rap, all kinds of rock bands, like soul bands, all kinds of stuff.
I have not found one genre where this curriculum does not work. If you go watch the module, or not the module, the student spotlight that I just posted with Julian, he does like musical theater style contemporary music. And he has now over 25,000 streams in less than 6 months. When people told him he was too old, he's 55 years old. If we can do it with him, we can do it with you. If you're doing country, if you're doing some experimental trap polka, even though I really want to hear this, I keep joking about it.
I really do want to hear it too.
Maybe Boy Danger. Shout out to Boy Danger. We need to get Boy Danger, bring in Major Damage, to do some trap polka.
What is that trap?
I don't know. Maybe just like sample that and get back to me. This works with all genres because it's foundational marketing. This is no black hat stuff. Like I said, this is no get rich quick scheme. This is a system that if you work the system will work for you.
It will. I thought.
Yeah.
Like,
sometimes I stop mid thought, but that was my entire thought.
So a couple people that came in late also wanted to know how long is the course. I answered that question a couple times in the chat,
Yeah.
but just again to reify that, this course is self-paced.
Yeah, so it's a self-paced course. However, we as a group, with every single open enrollment, we go through the modules together week to week until they're all unlocked. We'll have live streams. We'll talk about it in the group weekly. We open up conversation to the other students too. It's not just about the new students. The other students are going to chime in. They're going to be able to share valuable tidbits that they've been able to implement in their own business, their own brand, tell you their failures, tell you their wins, tell you some secret cheat code shit that they've figured out. Right? So what we do then is we go through everything as the modules unlock, and then after that you have free reign of anything you want. In fact, Henry with the 3. Shout out to Henry with the 3. Henry deserves
4K.
some fogs, dog.
4K today.
Just hit 4K today. Oh, I think you're breaking it, dude.
I am hitting it too hard.
By the way, if you've been wondering, my shoulder's feeling much better. I feel like for a second people can't see me, and I'm like, there was a time. It's like the hidden unsolved mysteries. They don't want their identity revealed. Anyway, Henry with the 3 just hit 4K, and he said it best. He said something along the lines of, Adam, this course is like a Martin Scorsese movie. Every time I go through it again, it's like I discover new elements that I didn't process the first time around. So sorry for the excess smoke or fog coming through. So you could go through the program, and like I said, if you're part, like Mikey Henderson joined 2018, he's still going through the course over and over again. The thing is, it's going to have a tremendous amount of value as you grow, as you build, as you go back through it, because where you are here mentally is not going to be where you're here mentally, and vice versa. So my program is all predicated on kind of being like a ladder or being like a stair step. If you start here, then we work you up here. I never want you to be back down here. We needs to keep going up. So in 3 months, 2 months from now, your best day now is like laughable at that point, because growth and all the statistics need to keep ramping up so you can build that momentum like we're looking for.
That's all we got, man. That's our time.
Cool. So yeah, we have a lot of questions coming in here. Shout out to Dilio T2K. He just enrolled yesterday, I believe. Dilio, believe it or not, was somebody that I was watching as I got into the YouTube game. He's an incredibly talented artist. I'm not going to label him anything, but he's really, really sick with the keys. When I first discovered him, he was doing some talkbox style videos. He has a great voice. He can play the keys, like makes me feel like a chump. And he's in the program, and he asks what to expect from the beat selling module. Dilio, so the beat selling module in its entirety is going to open up how to sell beats, how to communicate, the the sequence in which you would actually do direct outreach, where you could put your beats, obviously creating a funnel, all that good stuff, like we've gone through with Atden, who just had a success story posted today. So I think you're going to have a lot of benefit from that once we get to that point. Also, if you guys have any questions as we go on, that's what the community is for. That's what the live streams are going to be for. So if you have any in-between connect the dot type questions, that's what we're going to be able to answer in those calls. And those calls, I mean, some of those calls have lasted 2 hours. I'm not promising every call is going to be 2 hours, but the live streams have lasted easily hour and a half, 2 hours. And it's easier to answer questions when there's only the students, because everybody obviously then knows the curriculum. It's so much easier to dial things in when you're familiar with the core basic curriculum. Anyway, guys, if you haven't had your question answered, feel free to send me a DM. Feel free to shoot me a text message at 407-250-9178. I'd put it up on the screen, but last time I did it on like Tuesday, I was up to like 3 o'clock in the morning. You guys sent like 80 different text messages. So 407-250-9178. Leave a comment in the description box below. But if you do have a question that you want me to answer directly, go follow me on Instagram, send me a DM, and I hope to see you inside the Sell Music Masterclass. Only 38 seats, if probably less than that at this point, available. Registration closes tomorrow at midnight. If you hit me up next Thursday and want to get in, sorry. 300 people, that's it. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Yeah, and I hope to see you inside the class. So I'm gonna hit end stream here because I'm always like, see ya, and then I'm like an old man. Yeah. End? Sure. Guys, love you.